Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the natural. We've got the Madden 20 title update for August coming out, and they got some fixes in it. They got some changes, adjustments to gameplay, as well as some new things they have added to the gameplay. So starting right out, offensive linemen have been added as superstars with new run blocking and pass blocking superstar abilities. So they already had them in like franchise mode, but they weren't throughout the entire game in like MUT as well as head to head. So they do add some linemen here, and they got some new ones in there. So they got superstars equipped with edge protector, which reduces the edge pass rusher's chance of successful pass rush move. And we all know those edge rushers are coming this year, especially if you play the game on all Madden and all Madden simulation. So got a couple of players with that. From Packers, the Redskins, Trent Williams, Cowboys, Tyron Smith, Chief Mitchell Schwartz. They have another one called Post Up. No, this is not NBA 2K. This is Madden. It improves the blocker's ability to hold double team blocks in both the run and pass. And we're going to get to why that's important, because they got some different blocking and double team blocks added to this update as well. So the superstars got it. Brandon Brooks, Joe Staley, Andrew Whitworth, Zach Martin, and Kevin Zeitler. Run block elite holds blocks longer when run block. Listen, this is not equipped to any player, but this needs to be on. This doesn't need to be on any player. Everyone knows the run game this year is just insane. So we don't need any more run blockers out there. But as good as you can, you get that in franchise, as well as MUT. Pass block elite holds blocks longer when pass blocking. From the Steelers left guard David Castro. Eagles Brandon Brooks got that. Man, the Eagles got blessed in this up. They got 3 lineman superstar abilities. It's crazy. Zone blocker holds blocks longer on zone blocked run plays. Joe Staley from the Niners, Alex Mack, Trent Williams, and Zach Martin from the Cowboys. Power blocker holds blocks longer on gap block plays. Jason Kelsey from the Eagles. Threat detector. This one seems cool. It dictates and indicates extra blitzers on 3rd and 4th down plays. It's like it's one of the current ones. They'll like kind of glow. Russell Wilson has something, an ability like that. But now they have it on alignment, so it's not equipped to any player on the default roster, but will be available in MUT and franchise and all day. Increases the wait time between pass rush move attempts by the defender when engaged on pass plays. This is going to be interesting to see. I would like to see a top D lineman go against David Picari and the Cowboys left tackle Tyron Smith. I'd be so interested to see how often these activate, just all of them in general, and how long does this slow. This can be one of the most powerful ones in the game if it really slows the pass rush move attempts that much. Gotta do some more testing on that one. And Nasty Streak frequently impacts blocks smaller defenders when blocking in space. So Quentin Nelson has that, and I really like Eagles Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey. I like that these abilities kind of match the players' real life, like how they're seen and how they really play. Everyone knows Big Q is one of the nastiest, dirtiest grinders in the league as far as blocking, and they gave him Nasty Streak. So some of these seem to be really in tune to the actual play in real life. Puller elite, effective at winning blocking engagement with pulling on run plays. Big Q, Quentin Nelson again. Steelers David DeCastro got that. They had a bunch. This is the last one. Secure protector. They already had it available in MUT and franchise. Significant reduction in pass rushers' chance to a quick shed move or edge rush on passing plays. So Teron Armstead, Raiders center Rodney Hudson, and Andrew Whitworth had that one from the Rams. So it's really cool that they added these, and I thought they say the one was already in franchise, but I thought there was actually more than that. But it's something that if you had watched my interview with Clint Oldenburg, the gameplay producer on Madden, he did mention that they would be in franchise mode. So not shocking seeing these come, but something that might have been shocking to some of you is the new play mechanic. They took out the pinch assignment on the pass block assignments and added in pass block double team. Please check out my video. I will put a link down below so you guys can see that. I already did a video showing you guys how to do it. They made it really easy, just on the D-pad. You click on it and you just kind of move it over to who you want to double team in that front, the front four that look like they're rushing, and then you just hit A or X, and that is it. That pretty much does it. It's very simple. And you can still use ID the mic along with that to ID a blitzer, and then double team whatever the top rusher is. So that is really cool. Added that ability, and it's interesting to see like a lot of dynamics going on with Madden in the pass rush game and the blitzes, and guys are really blitzing heavy, man blitzing heavy now. Even some zone blitzes where they crowd the line and blitz. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. In those situations, I still think ID the mic and slide protecting or blocking back or tight end is still ideal. But on just regular pass rushes, 3-4 man rush is going to be nice to really try to take out their top pass rusher. All right, and so there were some big updates to player likeness. Not gonna go through all of those. Actually gonna do a separate video. They have about almost like over 20 players here updated with face scans. Notably, a lot of people were very upset about Philip Lindsay. He finally got a good face scan. Looks good in the game. So I'm gonna do a separate video on those, just on the likeness update. And I'm gonna try to get the old one or just show the new one. We'll see. I've already kind of updated my PlayStation, so I might not be able to do that. So moving on to franchise updates. They have a ton of franchise updates. These are more just along the lines of fixes. I'm gonna go through some of the top ones. I mean, there's a lot here. I'm not gonna read through every single one. But one of the big ones, they fixed some issues they had with the draft and the issue with a dev trait increase scenario, still having a hidden dev trait, and issue with the total yards not being calculated correctly, and also a fixed scenario where referring to a user character as third rookie to start season 3 and 1. They made some improvements in the scenario section, and they'll be applied to existing franchise leagues. The team is also evaluating the scenarios that are seen by users to often not seen by users where we're responding to feedback. So I think one of the issues here that people were talking about on Twitter a little bit was the fact that this issue here, the scenario issues, can be updated when the franchise already started, but a lot of those linemen, they got the new abilities. You would not get those if you already started your franchise. You have to restart your franchise because those are tied to the players. Another reason why I always say, in any league I play in, seriously playing, start after that week 1 update, that first week 1 started NFL season update, when they have all the rosters correct, all the contracts correct, all the player moves correct, as well as by that time there's usually several patches that have been out already, or a few patches been out already, and sometimes it will not update your past franchise. So it's always smart to be patient and start your league week 1. So face of the franchise, they got some updates here. Just a ton of fix the issue with preventing the created player portrait from appearing. Just a lot of kind of bugs. Issue with sometimes the X Factor vision to invert in the pre-play. User created characters no longer have the hidden dev traits. You can see your dev trait there, and as well as some global franchise updates that will apply to existing save files you already started. The big one being Tom Brady will now be prevented from retiring at the end of the first season because he just signed a new contract. So a lot of guys were not happy about that. Tom Brady having years left and he would retire. Even if they got the coaches package, he still retired week 1 because it's just no precedent for that. Just no quarterback. How they have it coded, usually quarterbacks retire around that age, but Tom Brady just somehow keeps going on. So another big one, they fixed the issue preventing the scrambling quarterbacks from getting unrealistic rushing yards when using Super Sim. You would have Lamar Jackson finish with 20 yards rushing in the season. We all know that is not accurate. So now they should be having accurate stats when you Super Sim. People hated that one. Finally got a one to get that. The financial mogul owner description had an incorrect starting funds value, and an issue where preventing draft offensive linemen from unlocking their dev traits through downs played. That was a big one that it was kind of like resetting over and over. That was another big fix there. And they had an issue with the play call screen going blank in franchise. There's a bunch other there. And fantasy draft. You know, they had all the online positions had their ability slots increased to 2. Now unlock at 70, 80 overall. Fullbacks and tight ends franchise all have access to blocking abilities. It's a ton. Quarterbacks now have access to the brick wall X Factor and the threat detector superstar ability. Double Me had incorrect knockout information in franchise. Just a ton of fixes here, and some presentation updates as well. Fix the issue causing gamer tags to appear in the post-play presentation of MUT squads. They updated the cameras in the Chiefs Stadium, the Jumbotron in the Ravens Stadium. I don't see anything. One thing I don't see is the one that people posted about was the Chargers having the San Diego Chargers over there when their team came out. And that's something that people had looked. So in the gameplay updates was the pass block double team that I've already mentioned, and they have some tuning and some different tuning things they actually did with Superstar X Factors, where they tuned to decrease blocking boost on pin and pull guru, inside zone guru, outside zone guru, fast break and protected by 50% to have proper balance for the new offensive line abilities, as well as Ben Roethlisberger has been updated to his new Superstar X Factor ability, brick wall. So when he's in the zone, we'll break the first stack of tip as long as in the pocket, and that's going to be available in Ultimate Team and franchise. Some tuning and balancing, around the fumble rates and stiff arm strength. People were not happy. I'm definitely not happy with the OP of the stiff arm. So they did tune to decrease some of the frustration around the fumbles and the stiff arm. People were complaining about too many fumbles and the stiff arm being way over P. So they have tuned that. So we're gonna see. You have to remember when when you run the quarterback, especially on competitive mode, they're gonna fumble. You gotta get down with the quarterback because they don't have injuries on in that, so they make up for that for making more quarterbacks more likely to fumble. So you gotta get down and tap that dive button to slide with your quarterback. Also, the stiff arm, you can't spam the button anymore. So there's gonna be a second time after you hit it. There's gonna be a second time for making contact. You'll now cancel the stiff arm. And defenders with secure tackle or tackle supreme no longer allow broken tackles due to the stiff arm move. That's a good one. And they tuned to remove a speed burst after calling play action fake. Tuned to increase the frequency of successful catches by offensive linemen on fake field goal plays. Interesting to see that one, how that plays out. We want our linemen catching better. Yeah, there's no point going for it if they're going to drop it every single time. Tuning to increase the frequency of AI control players diving at the pile late on the ball carrier into or after the play. They fixed a ton of stuff with bugs, animation. This is just a really big update. I'm not even gonna touch anything on Madden Ultimate Team or PC, but just the playbooks. They added the Patriots Hoss Juke concept to the Patriots playbook from the Super Bowl. They will be updating playbooks all year round, so that's gonna be another thing to check out for. They fixed the issue with the causing receiver to run backwards after the play fake on single back ace pair end around. They fixed a bunch of different problems. The primary target for Wildcat, slot flex, jetpack speed. This is a ton of stuff. Pre-play alignment issues in big nickel over G versus trips. These are a lot of issues, but the biggest one on that, on playbooks, they added the new Hoss Juke concept to the Patriots playbook, so gonna check that out. So that's going. Just some other fixes in Madden, some MUT and PC updates as well. Just a pretty large update, with the biggest thing being the new abilities added as well as the double team. So got some more coming. Got some other. They're gonna keep this year-round development type thing, and they keep working to improve the game. Hopefully, not doing anything that breaks the game or makes it unbalanced, but to get the balance in check and really make the game even more enjoyable. As well as gonna have playbook updates coming, gonna have likeness updates coming, as well as maybe something to the RPOs as well. So we'll see as it comes. I'll be here to keep you guys updated on everything. If you did like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss more Madden 20 content here. It's Gio. This is The Natural. I'm out.